January, and I still ain't had no sleep. She comes waltzing in the nighttime made of wings. She is dressed up like a bandit with 100 sparkling rings, looking for my company to keep. Coming closer to me, she doesn't say a word. In the shadow of the carved rock tower, where the sounds of the night were the only things we heard, in my darkest hour. She don't want to hear no secrets, she would guarantee me that. She knows there ain't no words that can describe her, with her white silk scarves and her black Spanish hat. She knows there ain't no way I can deny her. Yes, her blue velvet perfume filling up the night. The guards are all asleep that watch the tower. The moonlight held her breast as she easily undressed, in my darkest hour. Her father's in his chambers with his friends all gathered around. They are plotting their enemy's demise. With their last detail done, they await the coming sun, while I am staring at my lover's eyes. Her brothers and her sisters are all through for tonight, pretending that they've just come into power. But she, far most of all, knows that they can only fall in my darkest hour. Hungry wings the melodies while my love awakens me. In the midst of the sunbird's first light, the hands are holding up the skies as I hid my opened eyes. Every move just for self, and that's alright. Soon I went along my way with no words that could explain. She began descending to the tower. Her safety now concerns me, her circumstance to blame, in my darkest hour. Singing forever, I guess you could say I'm in love. The universe is getting together. You know that I can't say it enough. You and your friends have a party. Welcome your heavenly day. Remember the guy by the water like he had something to say. He said, I don't want to hear anybody. I guess he's gone to be that way. Even all the elephants hear you, squirrel. Would you believe it at last? Nobody wants to be near you. The new world is coming at fast. They're beating on you in Chicago. They're picking you up on a coast. They're knocking you off in Ohio. They like sending you to war the most. When will you get it together? Everybody in this land, helping out your brothers and sisters. Everyone must understand. I could be singing forever. I guess you could say I'm in love. The new world is coming together. You know that I can't say it enough. You and your friends have a party. Ooh, welcome your heavenly day. I remember now the time you left. You thought to say farewell, but for how long you would be gone, there was no way to tell. You just set out upon your road. It cost you lots of grief and took you many places that you came too far to leave. Alone for years you sailed round, at last your ship come in. Well, charge admission on her deck or sail her out again. Among the people that you met are some you'll see again, with perfumed flowers in your hands. You stood there in the rain. They set the stage for anything, and everyone was game. You came alone, and now at home they stop and ask your name. Alone for years you sailed round, at last your ship come in. Well, charge admission on her deck or sail out again. You'd like to see your friends again, the ones left on the road, and ramble round from town to town and tell me what's been told. And crashing on her deck or sail her out again. Friends I used to know are coming by to ask me if my situation's high, 'cause sometimes I just stare at the sky. Up is down, before a crown I cry. If you would just drop by sometime, if you would just drop by, if you can possibly make it up sometime, I can be there if I try. The whole world keeps spinning me round, bringing me up and bringing me down, but I can't get there with my feet on the ground. Maybe I ought to start digging a hole around my feet on the ground. If you would just drop by sometime, if you would just drop by, if you can possibly make it up sometime, I can be there if I try. You know, once in a while, as I sit and stare, I get the feeling that there's no one there. Look at me now as I roll off my chair. How did I know that a chair could be out where I usually stare? You would just drop by sometime, if you would just drop by, if you can possibly make it up sometime, I can be there if I try. Running down the road, make my getaway. Everything I told you was just yesterday. down the road, walking down the street, meet me down the line. Police call you at my feet, they were there on time. Everybody's looking for something to explore. How can you afford the time running down the road? Tired, my head begins to spin. Who of us is dreaming? You or me or him? Yes, you know I'm waiting while these times unfold. Looking backward briefly, running down the road.
Pulling weeds and picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. Need a place to call my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Rain for green, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music of the land. Sing along, you know. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna Okay. Hold this. I know this is TV and stuff. You're not supposed to stop the song, but let me tell you, that's not good. You got to sing on this stuff. I know you're sitting out there saying, look, I don't want people to be seeing me sing on TV. People at home. I know you don't want to see yourself. That's worse. I know. But hey, this is the truth now. I mean, I used to, and not only, I know what it really is. You're sitting there saying, look, why should I be singing along on that Dingleberry folk song anyway? I used to feel this way about the song. I learned the song from Pete Seeger. And Pete would be up singing it, and everybody would be singing along, and I'd just be in the back going, fantastic. I wouldn't be caught dead singing this song. I thought this was, and I felt that way for a long time, even up until, I don't know, this morning. Actually, it was last week when I first began to change my mind, because last week, by accident, I happened to be up in Canada, and I was coming back down across the border, and they stopped me at the Canadian Customs and Immigration. They stopped me going out. I could see stopping me coming in, you know, but I don't know. I guess if you look like me now, they stop you no matter which way you're going. So, anyway, I was up there, and I was stopped, and they were going through my papers behind the glass booth, and I was the only one stopped. Everybody else was, sure, go right on ahead. And it was like late at night, I was sitting there alone. And while I was sitting in there waiting, just by accident, I happened to be singing this song to myself. You know, like, I don't know, it just came to me. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow, oh yeah. And all of a sudden, a guy come flying out the booth. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, excuse me, sir, but what's that you're doing, eh? I looked at the guy and said, hey, I'm singing a song. He said, I know that, sir, but what language is that song in? I said, what language? It's in American! And I looked at the guy, and he had a puzzled face on, like a quizzled face, you know. And I looked at him, and I suddenly realized this guy was about 20 years old, probably just out of school. And this was his first job, and he didn't know what an inch was. I suddenly realized this was no Dingleberry folk song I was singing. I suddenly realized this song was significant. This song was about something. This song was about the last spot, about the last bastion, about the last place where we still have the poetry of mile after mile in our lives and not kilometer after kilometer. I suddenly knew this song was no just Dingleberry folk song. I knew this song was significant. It was about a way of life just rapidly disappearing from the entire planet and maybe even the whole universe. I suddenly realized there's a new way of life sneaking in, screwing us up. Sneaking in when you got to buy pop bottles in plastic liters now. You got to buy gas the same way as some places. They say it's cheap now. How do you know? Sneaking in when kids come home from school doing homework and you don't even know it's math they're doing. Sneaking in, screwing up our way of life. It doesn't take too much. I mean, everybody in the world, every country in the world used to have their own way of counting years ago. Look what's happened to the world now that everybody's going to this new stuff. Screwed up. And that's being kind and generous. And that's being on TV. You know what I'm talking about? And it's beginning to happen here in America. And people are asking, people are saying, how come it's getting screwed up here in America? And so the Congress got committees, president got commission, everybody wants to know, nobody asked me, and I know. I know, because I know stuff. I sing about stuff. I sing about a lot of important things sometimes. But there's nothing more important in this song. So I want you to sing along, because it should be obvious now to everyone around the world that the problems of the world can't be solved in meters. The problems of the world can only be solved the way we made them, inch by inch and mile after mile. So here we go now. Don't be clapping and stuff. You got to sing along, inch by inch. Okay, here we go. Wait, stop the song. I know some people are trying to sing now, and there's other people sitting back there saying, I don't care. I don't care if that song could save the world. I'm not going to sing that song. Because I hate gardens, and I hate songs about them. I know there's people that feel like that in the world, and a lot of them moved to Austin, Texas, and they're all here at the show right now. People who hate gardens. I can feel it out there. I know what I'm talking about. And if you feel like it, this is a verse for you. Somebody gave me this the other day because they hated gardens too, and they weren't going to sing on this song, so maybe it'll be an inspiration for you. I know everybody needs different kind of inspiration in the world. So here we go. I just have to remember it. It's hard sometimes to remember. Let's see. It goes, slug by slug, weed by weed, boy, this garden's got me teed. All the insects come to feed in my tomato plants. Sunburned face, skinned up knees. I hate this next line. The kitchen's choked with zucchinis. Shopping at the A&P's next time I get a chance. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. It's good now. Gonna mold it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain comes tumbling. One more time for America now. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mold you deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain comes tumbling down. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Let me tell you of a sailor, Harry Bridges is his name. An honest union leader that the bosses tried to frame. He left home in Australia to sail the seas around. Sailed across the ocean, come to Frisco town. There was only a company union, and then the bosses had their way. Us workers had to stand in line for a lousy buck a day. When up spoke Harry Bridges, said us workers must get wise. Our wives and kids will starve to death if we don't get organized. Oh, the FBI is worried and the bosses, they are scared. They can't deport 6 million men, they know. And we're not gonna let them send Harry over the seas. We'll fight for Harry Bridges and we'll build the CIO. We built a big bonfire around the Matson lines that night. We threw their think books in it and we said we're gonna fight. You've got to pay a living wage or we're gonna take a walk. We told it to the bosses, but the bosses wouldn't talk. We said there's only one way left to get that contract signed. And all around the waterfront we threw our picket line. They called it Bloody Thursday, the 5th day of July. 100 men were wounded and 2 were left to die. Oh, the FBI is worried and the bosses, they are scared. They can't deport 6 million men, they know. And we're not gonna let them send Harry over the seas. We'll fight for Harry Bridges and we'll build the CIO. Now that was 7 years ago, and in the time since then, Harry's organized thousands more and made them union men. We've got to try to bribe him, the shipping bosses said. And if he won't accept a bribe, we'll say that he's a red. The bosses brought a trial to deport him overseas. But the judge said, he's an honest man, I've got to set him free. So they brought another trial, and to free him was the plan. But along with Harry Bridges stands every working man. Oh, the FBI is worried and the bosses, they are scared. They can't deport 6 million men, they know. And we're not gonna let them send Harry over the seas. We'll fight for Harry Bridges and we'll build the CIO. Oh,
FBI is worried and the bosses, they are scared. They can't deport 6 million men, they know. And we're not gonna let them send Harry over the seas. We'll fight for Harry Bridges and we'll build the CIO. If all the doors were closed in heaven, where would all the angels go? Would they just fly around forever? Or would they come down here below? If the pearly gates were closed this morning, would there be angels here tonight? And would they live their lives among us, share the darkness with their light? If all the doors were closed in heaven, they'd have to close the road to hell. We'd all be stuck here with each other. There would be nowhere else to dwell. If the pearly gates were closed this morning, and everyone there had to leave, and death was nothing but a moment beyond the breaths you took to breathe, heaven. Would there be angels here tonight? Would they live their lives among us and share the darkness with their light? If all the doors were closed in heaven, who would dare abuse a child? Or let a little kid go hungry? Or not return a simple smile? If the pearly gates were closed this morning and the host of heaven was on the street, I wonder if they'd look much different from the likes of you and me. So I hope they close the doors to heaven and all the angels up above come and build a home among us, remind us what it means to love. If the pearly gates were closed this morning, would there be angels here tonight? And would they live their lives among us and share the darkness with their light? I walk down in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a poor cowboy wrapped up in white linen, all wrapped in white linen, as cold as the clay. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I proudly stepped by. Come sit down beside me, hear my sad story. I'm shot in the breast and I know I must die. Was once in the saddle, I used to go right. Once in the saddle, I used to go gay. First led to drinking, and then to card playing. I'm shot in the breast, and I'm dying today. Let 6 jolly cowboys come carry my coffin. Let 6 pretty gals come to carry my pall. Throw bunches of roses all over my coffin. Throw roses to deaden the clouds as they fall. Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the fife slowly, and play the dead march as you carry me along. Take me to the green valley and lay the earth for me, for I'm a poor cowboy and I know I've done wrong. We beat the drum slowly and play the the fight slowly and bitterly wept as we carried him along. For we all loved our comrade, so brave, young, and handsome. We all loved our comrade, although he done wrong.
Last night I had the strangest dream I ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war. I dreamed I saw a mighty room, and the room was filled with men, and the papers they were signing said they'd never fight again. And when the papers were all signed and 1,000,000 copies made, they all joined hands and bowed their heads, and grateful prayers were prayed. And the people in the streets below were dancing round and round, and swords and guns and uniforms were scattered on the ground. Last night I had the strangest dream I ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war. Good night. Take it easy. feeling, everything gonna carry on. You go your way, I'll go my way. We will come and so be gone. Hey Ezekiel, you can't leave now. You got to go for to stay so long, while your wheels just keep turning. Turn the rhythm right and wrong. Everything gonna carry on. You go your way, I'm going my way. I will come and so be gone. Wheel of fortune, turn for me now. Turn the trouble in the west. Wheels of completion rolling. Wait to put my mind at rest. I said wait to put my mind at rest. Wait to put my mind at rest.